Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Condo. My name is Petra. It's really great of you to be here live and direct every single Saturday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you're here new, then welcome. We geek out about all kinds of streaming equipment, gears, and also some how-tos so that you yourself can make a very good impression on your audience, regardless of what it is. Now, before I move into the show, there might be some fan noise in the back. That's something I cannot do anything about because of my setup that I have here. I actually have my 19-inch rack right here, and that is making quite some noise. We are going to use the ATEM 2ME companion, Constallation today, the ATEM 2ME Constallation, indeed, to create a companion profile. And my idea is actually to just give it away. Basically, give it away to you. So if you would like to have that profile at the end of the show, then go ahead and say, yes, I would like to have the profile in the comments so that I will be able to see how much interest is there, and also to understand if I need to do a little bit more work about it, or that I can just already show it to you or give it to you so that you can already start using it. I do see a lot of people joining, so welcome. Of course, like always, MT is in the house as the first one, but I have a guest from Uganda. Hello, Sonega. Welcome. Great of you to be here. Never had, I think, somebody from Uganda here, so awesome. Raoul is in the house. Hello. Gerard, also from Stuttgart. Welcome. Really appreciate you for taking the time. On TV channel, namaste. Welcome. And you guys are talking to each other, which I really like. MT asks, how is it with my dad? Very quickly, he's doing great. It did take about a week to recover from it. I thought it would be only like about 2 days or so, but it took until, well, let's say yesterday. He's doing great. He's actually here in my living room doing some cat sitting. As you know, I have 2 cats. One of them is quite old. He can sit right here and I can just do my show without any hindrance. Maybe some meowing in the background, but that's about it. But Scooter, my young one, who will turn 6 months old in 4 days from now, he is quite the opposite. He's very full of energy and wanting to check out everything, being on the trussing across the whole studio. It's all over the place, but it's really cool nevertheless. Here we go. There's the fun indeed. It makes some noise, so it works. Indeed, it makes a lot of fan noise, and I hope that you guys are there. Okay, I'll send the greetings to you, to my dad. Just give me a few seconds. I will actually do that now, very quickly. So he now knows. And welcome, Bill from Chicago. Cool of you to be here indeed. All right. Okay, let's get started because just, last week we talked a little bit about, last week we had a Q&A session. However, we also showed you my new rack. I did some small modifications. I am still not 100% happy with what it is. Like right now, I'm going to tell you maybe at the end of the show. But just to set the stage a little bit, let me switch on my camera. I'm trying to get it out of my out of the side of the microphone as much as I can, due to the fact that otherwise you will hear some static. It's nothing I can do about it, I think. Where is it? It's right here, I think. Let's just, it's okay. Let's put it right at the back, and then just make sure that there's no audio. There we go, and boom, and here we go right here. So these cameras are connected at the moment to the to the switcher, both PTZ cameras. I'm not using PTZ support at the moment. Sorry about that. Below that, I've put my old rack, my old 6U rack for my Behringer mixer. On top of that, there will be an in-ear monitor, which I already own, and also a microphone, a wireless microphone setup, the SLXD from Shure. Not yet in my possession though. And then below that, you'll see my rack right there. With at the bottom the switcher of today, the main course of today, the ATEM 2ME switcher. Above that, a video hub, and above that you see some other Terranex systems, etc. And today we're gonna actually make sure that we can actually do some switching, like we're doing right now, as you can see right there. And the way that we're going to do that is with a companion, but I have to explain to you why. Of course, I do own a small Scarhoy device, which I'm still going to use, though the Scarhoy device is very limited in the possibilities of pushing a lot of video content, because I only have, I believe on top of my head, 6 cameras that I can choose from, and that is quite limited. However, it is a fantastic backup plan, due to the fact that those 6 cameras are most of the time the most important cameras. So if something crashes, like a computer, I can use the Scarhoy because maybe companion is not working. So what's the setup? So I'm using my very old Surface laptop, which you see right here. It's a Windows 95, Windows 10, Windows 10 setup. Old, it has a i5 processor, but it's doing a great job nevertheless. Then I have not one but 2 Stream Decks in front of me. Let me get the microphone a little bit out of sight. And as you can see, this is what we're going to talk about today. These two together form the backbone of the connection between everything. But before I really go into that, I want to show you something that is a little bit of the inspiration of this to create this thing, and that is on the Blackmagic website. Just wanted to show you a little bit about how things are organized there, but before I can do that, I of course need to have there you go. So this is the new ATEM Constallation HD, and as you can see, it has a plethora of connections. So on the top of on the front of the unit, you've got 20 cameras, but you also have like media player 1, media player 2. You've got all kinds of keys. You've got a lot of different functionalities there for you. And if I look at the back of the unit, it's the middle one that I own. You have like 20 inputs and 12 outputs, and also a separate audio. It's a big beast. Now, why am I showing you that? Just to give you a little bit of a perspective, is that if I would go to the advanced panel, which is a separate unit, and I will show you this one right here. Where can I find it? So this is the 4ME. This is a big boy. But I actually want to show you something else. But maybe I have to go back to this site right here. Gonna find this. So yeah, so this is the 2ME panel right here. Yeah, there you go. Now this is better. This product that you see right here is exactly a full-on 2ME switcher that is 100% hardware wise. Now, ideally, I would love to have that, but unfortunately, you can see the price, and the price is out of my league. Let's just say it that way. But you also have the 10, which is this one, and that is still a little bit out of my league. But that's arguably, that might be a possibility in the future, but definitely not at the moment. However, if you see on the top of that, you see a bunch of buttons, and that is actually the inspiration for what you see right here. So I'm actually I need to have one more Stream Deck if I would like to fully completely do this. However, this is the way that looks right now, and I will show you the software. Don't worry about it. But I can do a preview of all of the channels, and I can then also maybe say I want to go from camera 2 to camera 8, and then I just hit either auto. That will take some time to switch, or I can just hit cut, and then it will automatically cut there, right? You might know what it works, how that works. However, I can also just use macros here. I can set the keys here. I can actually even go into the downstream key here and say I want to have that on source camera 10 and this one on media player 1. That is done there as well. Very easy to do. I can go to this and I can say, well, I thought that this switch that I did right here was a little bit slow. Let's just make it a little bit more fast, like so. Boom. And now it's fast. So there's a lot of functionality that I've already put into this product, but it is also not a 1ME, but a 2ME switcher. And what a 2ME switcher is actually, it has two distinct switchers. So this is ME1 and this is ME2. There's one less that you can see right here, and that the lesser one is actually that in the ME1 you can reference ME2. So that's the reason why that one has a less functionality right there. So that is basically what I've been working on, because I really like to have that ATEM 1ME advanced panel, but yeah, like I said, it's out of my league. So this might be something that will be helpful, and it might also be helpful for you. So if you really want to have this profile to start with, to work with, then go ahead and I will share it with you. No worries about that. But I will also go through the software, what I did and how I did it exactly. All right, David, thank you so much for your $5. You have super chats. Now you run audio remotely. How do you run audio remotely? How do I run? So how do you mean at the moment, or how else, David? Can you elaborate on your question? And indeed, David, you know exactly who is responsible for my microphone choice. It is the original live streaming pro. It's David Foster himself. And thank you so much for being here live and direct. Really appreciate you being here. Let me see if there are some comments, etc. In the meantime, just to make sure that I'm 100% done. It makes some. Oh, sorry, I don't. It makes some progression. Good to hear. Oh, with regard to my dad. Yes, gotcha. Bill asks, how long did it take to set that up? Well, Bill, is a good question. I think that if you look at the end result, that's you can do that very, very fast. However, what is a bit of a problem is that you need to think about the logical layout, because of course you can pull a lot of buttons. You can have every button used. However, you will lose a good feeling about where the buttons are. So in order to help to avoid that, you need to really look into some spaces that are not used are beneficial for a better workings, and that's exactly what I did. So this is like the third version, and I'm still not really 100% happy, to be honest. But let's talk about that. What I think about it and what the design principles are, and maybe you like it, maybe you're not. At least I can provide it for free if you want to have that. Hiram, my friends, how are you? Good to see you. MT says, a great profile you've created for the 2ME. Yes, it is definitely great. David, in relationship to this earlier question, when you're doing a stream from a location back to your studio, how do you control it? Very good question, David. There are multiple ways of doing that. So the end result, looking at, I know that you use vMix, for example. You can bring in audio only via vMix call, for example, but that's the end result. I understand that. However, what you can also do is that if on the other location they have like a mixer, like for example the Behringer X32 that I have in my rack right here, that is accessible via the internet if you like, of course, after behind the firewall, obviously. However, it is possible to send remote commands to it to just to have a lesser fader or a more fader, so that you can change the volume, or maybe you want to change the frequency of or the compressor or whatever. That is possible on from that perspective, but it is really dependent on a lot of different topics right there. I do know, I have not done it yet, but I do know that also there's a lot of functionality in if you would use VST modules in vMix to increase the audio. There might also be some possibilities there as well, but I don't know. So yeah, in relation to the earlier question, we're doing a remote stream, and audio has been a big nightmare. Yeah. Audio is also, from my perspective, still, I want to achieve a better audio perspective as well. Now, again, today, I know you can hear the fan noise because there's no way for me to avoid that at the moment. Otherwise, maybe to have like a headset. But it's so unbelievably close to me. And there's actually two components that make noise. So if I would remove those two, it would be done, because the switcher itself does not make that noise. The switcher is really quiet. Okay, thanks David. I hope that you feel better soon, because that was quite a thing there with your health, right? We have it running good. Just feel like it would be a bit simpler. Yeah, let's connect. Let's see if I can help you somewhere, David. All right. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and let's show you how I did make this. So, yeah, actually, I'm just using companion software, obviously. And in order to do that, I will... oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I don't have picture-in-pictures, that's because I had some problems like 10 minutes before the show started, so I needed to redo some stuff. Anyway, but that's the way it goes. This is life, right? So yeah, let's show you companion and show you how it is all made. It's actually very simple. It was extremely simple, in my opinion. But yeah, it may be something that you need to know. So what I will do now, I will quickly create a pip on the fly, just because I can. So I will be, let me think. Well, let's do it. Let's do it live together. Let's just show how I do it. Let's do it this way. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you my screen. Let's build it up together. Boom. Oh. Let's create an input quickly, or maybe let's reuse this one right here. That's a nice one. All right. So first and foremost, I think that I want to have this one here, but I want it crop because I don't need the top of it. I don't need the bottom of. Oh, I said the bottom. I don't need the bottom of it. There you go. Now let's just make it a little bit smaller and put it, I don't know, somewhere below right there. That looks good. Well, at least for now. Then I would like to have my camera right there. so that you can see me. That would be very appreciative, I think. Let's just put that one a little bit higher, like maybe here. Maybe zoom a little bit. There you go. Boom. I don't know. I still don't like it. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Like there. And then just put it right there. And then I need to have add an additional one. Yeah. An additional one. And that's the my computer. That's the what we call the main PC. Boom. No, that's not the main PC. That's the, what was it called? BD main cam. Okay. There you go. And that one we can zoom in, zoom out a little bit. Right there. Oh, we have a lot of space. Ugh. Oh my gosh, so much space. Yeah, that's it. I give it a little bit of a border because I like borders. Well, there you go. And there you have it. Boom. Well, it's not perfect. It's not the best, but I can do better than that. Layout technical, but hey, it's the way it goes. Okay. David says he's feeling good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know that you're using Companion. Yeah, that's indeed the case. That these things always happen right before the show. That's correct. Yep, you can actually do that. That's no worries. There you go. All right. So there you go. So this is the the system. So you can actually see what I'm doing there, and you can see the companion software as well up above. I will also just occasionally just go into the main the companion, because I think that's where the beauty of everything is. So just an FYI. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is, of course, you have to connect to your Blackmagic switcher. In my case, everything is in. The way that I've created my Blackmagic connection is that everything in a rack, except for the web presenter, is all autistic. That's the way that I call it, and autistic in the best way possible, in the sense that it does not talk to the internet at all. It's just only internally, and it will only remain internally. And that's also the reason why I can just say to you that the SID, or the ID of the Wi-Fi is called Taekwondo Mobile, and the password is called Taekwondo. There you go. I never do that before, but because it's just only in that area, I don't care. However, what is great is that from the outside world, you cannot just get into the system, and that's what I really like. The web presenter, that one is 100% on the internet, and I actually bought a red cable, believe it or not, to just show it to me. Is that that cable right there? That one is going to the firewall. So what I've done now is that I've hooked up my old Surface i5 processor. I think it's about, I believe it's about five years old or something, maybe 4 years old. David was there when was not there, but I was there when I bought it. So I bought it in the US, and so I connected it to the ATEM switcher. That switcher you can find right here. So if I hit edit, you can see that it's 161. That's the IP address. And well, you have the possibility to set a preset style. I like short names, but long names can do as well. And that's basically it. Now, if I hit cancel, then this is actually all that I needed to do to get it working. That's basically it. Now, the second thing that I needed to do is to hook up my Stream Decks. Now, I do have two Stream Decks, as you can see here below, and that's also available if you go to Surfaces. You can actually also see them, and I also gave them a meaningful name. So deck 1 and deck 2, so that I know which is which. I've stopped with identifying them, to be honest, because it actually uses an index and not a name. So for me, the name doesn't say anything, to be honest. But anyway, it is great nevertheless, because if I then go to the buttons, this is where everything really starts to shine. As you can see, I have a lot of different pages, and I've also renamed it to the functionality that I will be talking about on that page. So let's go back to the first one. So the first page is the 1ME, and this is also the one that is the most stable, in the sense that I will show this page throughout the production all the time. I did that on purpose because the first 6 cameras are typically cameras that I will always need during a production. Higher numbered cameras, I will not need that much. It doesn't make sense to me to have that all the time with me. However, because I have a 20 camera input switcher, I of course want to see more than just 8. So in that case, what I've done is that now I need to you need to understand what I've done with key and fill is that I have a hyperdeck that has a key and a fill channel, and the fill channel, which is the end result, that is within the first 10 channels. The key information is actually all the way in the back. I don't care about it. I don't want to see it. It's just a technical thing that I need to have. So it's just something that I'm not even switching to. So that's all the way to the back. Same thing goes for the Ultra Studio. Same thing goes there. The key goes into all the way in the back, and the fill, the end result, will go within the first 10 cameras. Now, so what I've done is that I've added cameras 1 to 8 here on the first page. So there's this part right here, and camera 9, 10, 11, 12, which is on the second page right here. I have added those as well. And 11 and 12, I'm not even thinking about that I'm going to use that, but just because I could finish up the whole row right till the end, I just said, okay, yeah, let's just give it 12. That's fine with me. And then I, of course, wanted to have a media player 1, media player 2, especially because these are some of those channels that I very regularly use, especially at the start of a show or the end of the show, or if something goes wrong, I use the media player 1 and 2 a lot. The super source is something that I really use a lot, so that's right here. And this is ME2. So ME2 is an input for ME1. So ME1 is the, I would state the master. So that is the main switcher. And the second switcher is behind that. So you actually have a 2-layered system, which is really great, because that means that you can fully work on your for example, your super source. You can really make sure that everything is working perfectly, and then at the very end you can just then show it. So once it's ready, you can show it. So that is really great. Let me see if I can do some can you guys maybe clean something up there, if you can see that? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's Magic's deleted. Thank you, MT. Thanks. Anyway, right. So yeah, that's what I've done here. So the full part, and then next to that, I actually thought it would be cool if below that row you have some configuration possibilities. So for example, if I want to configure what will be on DSK1, I can actually go and click on this. Oh, sorry, no, this is I'm sorry. So this is actually adding the DSK1, key 1 and key 2. So these are, you can actually just show on the ATEM. But what I meant to say was this one right here. So if I want to select the media player source, I can hit this one, and then I can say I want to add still 4 to the media player, and then once that is done, I can just go back like so, and then I can actually see that still 4 is connected to media player 1. So if I just go live with that, I will see media player 1, which is really phenomenally great in my opinion. So that is for media player 1. Obviously also for media player 2 you can do that. For the super source, I also did a setup utility. So if I click on the super source, this one is not 100% done yet, but I can now, and then I'll show it to you here, because then you can also show, where is it? There you go. So if you look here, you have the same setup, right? If I then go to, and I want to say on box 1, so you have multiple boxes in the super source, and maybe you don't need 2 and 3, you don't need that, so let's just remove them. I can just hit box 1, and I can here also say, box 1, I want to have my own camera. Boom. Once that is done, you will also see here a box 1, and it states camera 1. If I would go back and say, no, I want to go to media player 1, it now states media player 1, which is really handy in my opinion. So those things I already worked on as well. And what I really like about this setup is that I actually can see what is ready, what piece of asset is ready to be shown. So in this case, on media player 1, it's still 4. Media player 2, it's still 2. And on the ME2, it states that camera 1 is connected. Is that the case? Let's check. So camera media player 2 right here states, and I'll show it on the here on page 2 it is. It states that camera 1 is actually connected in the ME2. Let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Let's make that I don't know, media player 1. Of course, yeah, I'm not doing it a little bit differently. Typically, you always go, of course, you first do the preview. You just say media player 1, and then you hit cut, and then you've got media player 1 connected. That obviously that's the way it works. But now, if I go back to media, MixFX 1, then you see here that media player 1 is connected. So you have a lot of feedback also in the system, and that's really what I like. Bill asks a question, and the question is, let me go to my full screen. How does Companion distinguish between the two Stream Decks? Very good question, Bill. Let me show you. So let's go back to this screen right here, and then show you this part. For example, if I go to the first 1ME page, if I click on ME2, and then there are actually 2 actions that I've created, and those actions are to set the internal surface index to 2 and 1. So that's just, so this Stream Deck is called 1. Oh, sorry, you can see that now. This Stream Deck is called 1, and this Stream Deck is called 2. And here you can just select which index, which surface index it's used, so that it can be connected, which is extremely cool. And guys, I regret that I see a lot of spam at the moment. Sorry for that. And no, I'm not sending it. Just an FYI. All right. David, I'm going to add you to the... David, you're a moderator. If you, and Raoul, can I add you as moderator as well? I'll do that too. There you go. Then it's not only empty that is needing to do that. There you go. All right. Anywho. All right. So yeah, that's basically what I've done so far. Of course, that is not everything that I want to do. That's for sure. So what is left? Of course, you already see that I have macros here. So that these are all the macros that I can just push and then it runs. At the moment, I've not put any macros in the system, so it's not doing anything. I can select the keys. I can actually also, what I just said, but I misclicked. So I can here on this screen say that on DSK1 or add the downstream key, I want to have media player 1 as source. I can just do that, which is extremely cool. So that is in, and then of course you have the transitions. You can say I want to go and transition with a dip effect, a wipe effect, a DVE effect, or even a stinger. And the stinger obviously is using the media player 1. So if I then go to back to this one and say media player 1, then I can here also select the clip if I would like to do that. So that's all in there, which is really cool. Actually, it's quite nice. Yeah, thanks for blocking it, MT. Really appreciate that. And Raoul, you're also moderator now from now on. Yeah. So what is next? So it's definitely not ready yet. So there's a lot in there already, but there's a lot that is not there yet. So the first thing that I want to do, I want to make sure that all of these are not only showing me the camera number, but also a shortened version of what it is. So maybe it's the main camera, or it's the left, or it's right, so that it becomes more of a understandable selection. That is not done yet. So that's the first thing that I want to change. What I also want to change is that I want to, for now it states here clip 1 or still 1, but I actually want to see the title if it has a title that it doesn't say still 1, still 2, still 3, but it actually shows the title, for example, logo or weight or something like that. What I also want to make sure is that for the keying, I'm still debating if I want to add 3 and 4 below, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 keys and 2 so upstream keys and 2 downstream keys. But I do like that everything is nicely laid out. I want to also not only add these, but I also want to have a aux, so output. I started the whole thing with saying that I have 20 inputs and 12 outputs. So I also want to be able to just click on the output side, or aux as it's called, and then just do a mapping between the source and the destination. So that's something that I want to add as well. Let me see if I have everything then on. Oh yeah, and I also want to be able to change something on the multi-view. So not all of the multi-views, because a lot of the boxes that you have on a multi-view are I know about already. However, maybe I want to have a few of them that I can just pick and choose what it shows. For example, an audio pane or something, because that will be very helpful to work with. Obviously, being that it's a companion, I can also not only have ATEM parts, but also, for example, add my Behringer X32 mixer here as well, and then change all kinds of volumes of all kinds of different channels. In the future, once the wireless microphones come, and that is most likely somewhere in October, believe it or not. I ordered it in February. I have to wait until October. So yeah, it's the way it goes these days, I think. So yeah, so once that is arrived, I can also use that into this companion as well, which I think is really great. So my question to you is, if this would be helpful for you guys, if you would have a free download, just say yes in the comments below. I thought it would be cool, and I really, but I think that I need to a little bit more work on it than I would like. But I wanted to give you a bit of a sneak peek that I'm working on it. This part will be free. You don't have to pay for it. Obviously, I really appreciate super chats like for example David did. I also really would like you to also subscribe to the channel if you have not done that yet. We are reaching 2K or 2,000 subscribers, which is mind-boggling in my opinion. It's I was just this last week. I was very impressed about how far we've come already. 1,800 have already subscribed, so only 200 left, and then we're at 2K. This version, but I will still work on it a little bit, so I believe that it will be available next week. I will give you a free link to that version. That version will be available for about a month or so, maybe 2 months. After that, it will be gone. And then once it's really fully ironed out, it might be that I will also ask some money for it in the future. But for now, this version 100% for free. No worries about it. So I see a lot of yeses coming back, which is really cool. So let's talk. So Raoul wants to have the profile. Yep, I will definitely make sure that MT wants to have it. Awesome. Bill, also great. Eric, awesome. Let me see if I have another one. Those are the ones. Raoul has a question. In general, how is the Constallation how the Constallation is improving your workflow? I have not really used the whole thing to its full potential yet, Raoul. I'm still figuring out some stuff, especially the 2ME part, how that will work into my workflow. But I can tell you a little bit about my ideas about it. So I think that the 2ME will allow me to not only stream to the outside world, but also have a version of what I'm switching on the local screens as well. You can imagine that if you have like a concert or something, and you for a concert you do not want people from the back, from all the way in the back, seeing the full show. That's something for at home. However, you might want to see more closely what is happening and see the emotions of a singer, for example. So that is one functionality that I'm definitely looking forward to. But there are also other ones, like for example, making sure that you can fully create a super source before you have to go live, because until now it was really small and was very difficult to really see what's going on. And with this, you can really prepare a lot and then just bring it live, which I really like. Welcome, DJ Ware. Nice of you to be here. Hiram. It's cool, a tool. I want to have it. I don't know why. So Hiram, it's 100% for free. So just go ahead and go to Bitfocus and then download Companion, and then you can see a lot. It can handle a lot of different gear. It's not only ATEM, it's also all kinds of different audio devices that it can use as well. So it's very capable. MT says, even I didn't have a 2ME yet. Yeah, no, but it's something that it's. I think it's like once you reach a certain point, and I think that with the ATEM Mini, I reached that point that I actually could not do everything that I wanted. So what I basically did was that I actually used my ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, and then added the ATEM Mini or ATEM Mini Pro to the mix, just to make sure that I could do everything that I wanted. So yeah, I was already outgrown the ATEM Mini. Jade, welcome from Utah. Awesome. Where are you from in Utah? Are you north or south from Hurricane, or was it Salt Lake City? Welcome. Gerard says, I say no because I have no Constellation 2ME. I will not get one in the near future. Totally understandable, Gerard. But you can still use this version with the exception of the 2ME. So just a lesser amount of. Maybe I can also create a second version of it just for the ATEM Mini Extreme. I don't know. Do you have the ATEM Mini Extreme or the ATEM Mini? Let me know. Jade says, I have Companion running on my ATEM Mini Pro. Hawk PC, I don't know what it is. A Behringer, of course, I know. OBS and more. Yes, it's very capable indeed. Raul says, I will buy it. Yeah. Well, it's for free for you guys. Maybe in the future I will ask something. That's what I currently do also for my next event next week in Frankfurt. I presume that you're connecting the ATEM Mini Extreme with an ATEM Mini Pro, for example. Yeah. It sounds like, oh, I have 8 cameras. Oh, I have a lot of space. But it's not the case, because if you have a key and a fill, that's already 2. So you're down to 6 cameras. And if you want to add 2 laptops, well, guess what? You're down to 4 cameras. So it's very fast. The Extreme ISO. Nah, well, it's a very capable machine here, Gerard. Hawk PC is a Lightning console PC version. Gotcha. More than an hour north of the Salt Lake City. Awesome. I think that I have been driving very close to where you live then. It's on the 84. I think it's the 84, I-84? I think it's the I-84. Let me check very quickly. I think it was on the I-84. I-84 USA. Yeah. It was not. No, it was I didn't. I was not there. No. So I actually went north just before I crossed the border with Utah. There. No, unfortunately not. No. 89. There it is. 89. There you go. Only 2 outputs, one for multi-view, one for a program out, but on location on the Beamer will still different content. Yes. Well, basically that's the reason why a 2ME is very interesting, because then you can really split it up. You have multiple outputs, so you can do whatever you like. Oops, sorry about that. You can do whatever you like, which is really awesome. Well, guys, this is what I had in store for you guys today. So wait for it a little bit longer. I will be working on this version that I just demoed for you. I'm expecting that there will be a first version out next week around this time. And I will also then show a link in the video so that you can just go there and download it for free. It will be there for about maybe 1 or 2 months at the max. And so then after that, yeah, we'll see what happens. But at least you have a starting point for your version of what you would like to see. Well, that's all that I have in store for you two guys today. I hope that you liked it. I really appreciate it. I also really appreciated you for being here. Again, if you know some people that really would like to see that, yeah, if you really would like to see more of this content, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and also like it if not. And don't forget to, if you really want to support the show, you can also always put a super chat in. The super chats always go to the show to giving you more content for free, basically. Thanks a lot. Have a fantastic weekend. If you and next week I will be back. I have to think about it because there will be 1 or 2 weeks in the near future that I will skip. But I will talk about that at a later stage. Thanks a lot again, and have a fantastic week. Now I need to figure out. There it is. Bye bye.